What's up, Twitch? This your boy Lil Poppy 36. We back with another one. We still doing the giveaway for the free GTA 5 account. Gonna come with 17 billion. Not gonna come with 7 billion. My bad. Just make sure that you comment giveaway and you follow me to enter the giveaway. And if you want to have multiple entries, you need to comment giveaway on each video. Let's go. Yeah, I told you I was gonna go live. I been said that like 30 minutes ago. Hopefully one day. You never live streamed before, Wick, Chip? Do you get money doing it? Oh, bummer. Huh? You said what? Congratulations. Hey, turn my game volume up. My bad, y'all, for pausing the game like that. I know some of y'all really be trying to watch. I can't hear nothing. Oh yeah, I gotta turn this up. Yeah, I can hear. Let's go back at it. Back to the wicked, the witches and the wizards and the spells, you know, the real wickedness.
And your
Wick, you
reading
need to hop on
is
this, man.
the
I bet you said
dragon.
you was a witch.
That's exciting, I suppose.
Wick.
Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Yeah, but I'm saying I thought dudes were supposed to be wizards. You know, females are witches.
Ladies,
Professor Shah,
astronomy
Oh,
is
so you're a
not
witch?
divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups.
I'm a wizard. I'm a wizard. I don't know about you. I'm a
Alas,
wizard.
The heavens remain
could be a
hazy
witch.
to the starry-eyed.
All
Now,
you
if
want.
you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse.
If you want to be married to
With
the
that
devil,
in
go
mind,
ahead.
Please take your telescopes.
I don't marry
Tonight
nobody.
We will be on the observation deck.
Me no marry.
Still don't have your own?
I don't
You
watch
can't
that.
keep
I
them
don't.
stinking
Harry Potter about the
forever,
fathers I go.
You can share.
I don't remember
with
him.
Mr. Takar.
Wizard Eyes. All I know, she tapped her toes together and she fucking flew up in a tornado.
Here, I can adjust that for
No,
you.
no, bring it into focus on your own.
See, it's the part where my life got stuck at for hours one night. I apologize, y'all. We're gonna get it right now. Y'all seen
Now,
for
I
hours.
expect all
People
of
was
you
watching
to put
too.
in
I
your
guess they was going. I guess they
stargazing
was
hours
sleep with me.
outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they
Yeah, got
gazed
you on live.
millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
brilliant class, wasn't it? I prefer astronomy over potions, don't you? Of course, we Ravenclaws tend to do well in any class.
Oh, hello, Amit. Nice to see you again.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplor. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some,
Yeah, like around
reading
Halloween
to finish
now.
on the lower deck.
So
Come
it's
find
gonna
me
come
there
up on
afterwards,
Christmas
and
soon.
bring the
Yeah,
telescope.
You know what I mean?
There's something I want to talk to you about.
Mid-year. About to be in my second semester,
My
man.
stargazing as long as I could. A lot of good that did. How am I supposed to find Sirius when my hands are too cold to use a telescope? It's a dog, isn't it?
I heard that Sirius is a dog. Y'all know who Sirius Black is. If you're a real fan of this kind of stuff. You might be looking at the wrong style. Sirius Black was good though. Good with that. A lot of people was dropping in Harry Potter, man. That shit wasn't sweet. Just imagine going to high school, people dropping like flies. You know, people dying. You ever seen Harry Potter, man? How grueling it was. What's up? What's up?
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
A pristine night for stargazing.
Professor Shah, I'm interested in learning more about astronomy.
It is increasingly rare to find a student who seeks after things celestial of their own accord. But if you truly desire to chart the courses of the cosmos, you must rid your mind of the terrestrial babble of others. We ourselves are not unlike blank star charts, you know? Empty canvases waiting to be inscribed with all that the universe has to offer.
When she give me
Do you
that crazy
understand?
look, I just stick her down. You don't know what I'm talking about. I just fucked up my phone. Mar. This dude asleep. Mar. Mar. Here, man. Wake up, man. Shit. Come sit down.
Am I right in thinking you are unimpressed by divination?
Of the many other so-called disciplines taught here, divination is perhaps the most feeble, especially in its nonsensical practice of astrology. Do not confuse astronomy and astrology. One is concerned with mysteries stellar and lunar, the other is mere lunacy.
Thank you, Professor.
All right, come on.
I look forward to stargazing.
I am glad to hear it. Should
Come
be
on.
a stellar night for it.
Shh. Close the door. Close the door. Close the door. All right. Close the door.
Professor Shah's just about as cold and distant as the bloody stars she wants us to chart. Ugh, not how I wanted to spend mine.
Not sure what you can learn from these astronomy tables that you can't learn from a cup of tea leaves.
The constellations are beautiful. Not sure they're worth dying of a cold for, but they are. The perfect night for... Oh, hello.
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
And you need someone to help find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
No need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we? The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go. Some say the locations of the
Revelio.
tables were originally marked by centaurs. Ritual stargazing. It's not that creepy out here at night, is it?
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
A little foreboding.
Revelio. A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course. It's just not as tidy as I expected.
Revelio.
More cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Oh no, not this close to school, Amit. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Revelio.
The constellation should appear near the center of your view. As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart. Stargazing is all about patience and precision. I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Thank you, Amit. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon. What an excellent broom. Never do get... The astronomy tower at night. What a view.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio. Professor, I was wondering where you're from. What's your background?
Oh, how nice of you to ask. Well, let's see. I grew up in London, right on the Thames.
That sounds lovely. All the sights and bustle of a city.
To some, yes. I used to dream of living in the country, but it wasn't until I came to Hogwarts that I felt truly at home. Mind you, it did take some time, and whilst it is my fervent hope that each student eventually feels as at home here as I do, it is not always the case.
I suppose that makes sense.
Well, we each bloom differently, don't we? Some of us, like Devil's Snare, thrive in the shadows, whilst others crave the attention of a bouncing bulb. And we each grow and thrive according to our own plan. Oh, I was terribly nervous when I arrived at the castle. You see, as a child, I knew nothing of witches or wizards. You can imagine how astonished I was to receive my letter from Hogwarts. I spent a good deal of time alone in either the greenhouse or the library my first days here.
I'm sorry the other students weren't more friendly.
Oh, but I've given you the wrong impression. On the contrary, I was shown great kindness. In fact, a seventh year took me under her wing during those first days. She remains one of my dearest friends.
How fortunate.
I was indeed. I dare say you'll find that the friends you make here at Hogwarts will last a lifetime. Now, I'd best get to my recent delivery from the Magic Neep. Mr. Teasdale promised me quite an assortment of seeds this week. Lovely to see you.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
How wonderful to see you again.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort.
Revelio.
Well done! Feel free to practice Wingardium Leviosa here in the greenhouse. I've set some crates out for you in the next room.
Levioso. Wingardium Leviosa. Expelliarmus. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso. Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio. Revelio. Aloha Mora.
Levioso.
My aunt made some out.
Revelio. Revelio.
It's you! Thank
thank you again for finding my gobstones. Now that I have all my gobstones back, I'm ready to take on all challenges. If I can find any.
Hello again.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
The dark arts do pique my interest.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this. Better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I'd like to know more about it if you wouldn't mind telling me. I won't repeat it.
Very well. But do keep this between us. Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
Crucio, correct? The Cruciatus curse, also known as the torture curse, inflicts excruciating pain on the victim.
Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
Fine school, don't you think?
How would you like to learn the knockback jinx flipendo? Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
Revelio. Levioso! Wingardium Leviosa! Levioso! Wingardium Leviosa! Expelliarmus! Leviosa! Wingardium Leviosa! Revelio. Levioso! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Accio! Levioso! Accio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Accio! Revelio.
Psst, over here. Quietly. I'm glad that you received my owl. We need to stay low and remain quiet.
Natty, what's going on? Why are we all the way out here?
As promised, I did some investigating to find out what Harlow is up to. I followed him to the Hog's Head. I noticed him reading a letter. All I could see was that it was signed by and bore the seal of Victor Rookwood. And after you told me that Rookwood and Harlow were after you, I decided that you were the perfect person to join me in taking them down. For good. That letter is the tangible proof that Officer Singer needs. It is why I followed Harlow here and why I wrote to you. I need your help to retrieve it.
I'll help you find the letter, Natty.
I'm glad to hear it. First, we must access the castle keep. I'll check the main gate, see if you can find another way in. I do not see any guards, but we should still try to be as quiet as possible. Harlow is here after all. They will not keep us out. We will get this gate open. Somehow. Venite. Oh, nothing.
Revelio. I wonder what that does. Well, that didn't work. Perhaps something with a bit more force. Expelliarmus! Confringo! Accio! Levioso! Compulso! That did it. Revelio. Compulso. Accio. Oh. Revelio. Compulso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Protego! Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Caborso. Levioso. Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo! Huh.